In today's digital age, where communication and information exchange have become swifter, a new breed of online fraud has emerged, dubbed digital arrest. This alarming trend preys on unsuspecting individuals, including those who are well educated and prudent. The con artists exploit the fears and uncertainties of their victims, ensnaring them in a web of deception that leaves them emotionally shaken and financially devastated. The modus operandi of these fraudsters is insidious. They often masquerade as authoritative figures, claiming to be police officers or representatives from agencies like the CBI or ED. Before initiating contact, they meticulously gather personal details, creating a facade of authenticity by referencing biodata, bank accounts, or other confidential information. This preemptive research sets the stage for a convincing and fear-driven encounter, leaving victims vulnerable to manipulation. Once they establish contact, the fraudsters engage the victim through phone or video calls, invoking a sense of urgency and dread. They falsely inform individuals that they are facing serious charges such as drug trafficking or money laundering, often implying that incriminating evidence has been found. When a victim protests, claiming innocence, the criminals escalate their threats, asserting that personal identifiers like Aadhaar and phone numbers link them to illicit parcels sent overseas. This intimidatory tactic leaves victims feeling trapped, pushing them further into a corner with no apparent escape. The psychological hold these fraudsters possess is immense. Victims find themselves in prolonged conversations, often lasting hours. With convincing authority, they declare that the individual is under digital arrest, demanding monetary payment for bail, a false promise made to keep their grip on the victim's mental state. Even as the truth looms, there is no legal concept of digital arrest. The fears instilled lead many to comply, fearing dire consequences if they refuse. It's crucial to understand that these tactics are not just unethical, they are criminal. Reports of digital arrest scams have surged, bringing distress, and financial loss awareness is the first line of defense. If you receive suspicious calls or messages, approach the situation with skepticism, inform authorities, and seek guidance before making any decisions. Remember, knowledge is power, and in navigating this digital landscape, being informed can save you from falling prey to these dangerous scams. Stay vigilant and protect yourself from the shadows of digital deceit. Digital arrest is a term used to describe a type of cybercrime where scammers impersonate law enforcement officials to intimidate and extort money from unsuspecting victims. In these scams, victims are often coerced into staying on video calls or digitally arrested until they comply with the scammer's demands. These scams are becoming increasingly common, and it is important to be aware of them so that you can protect yourself. Here are some tips to help you avoid falling victim to a digital arrest scam. Be skeptical of unsolicited calls and messages from people claiming to be law enforcement officials. Never give out your personal information or financial information to someone you don't know and trust. If you are concerned that you may be the victim of a scam, contact your local law enforcement agency. If you have been the victim of a digital arrest scam, it is important to report it to the authorities. You can also contact the Federal Trade Commission (FTC) to file a complaint. The best action to take against a digital arrest scam is to remain calm and follow these steps. 1. Stay calm and disconnect. Do not panic or engage with the scammers. Immediately end the call or video call. Disconnect from the internet to prevent further interaction. Verify the information. Contact the official organization directly through verified contact details to confirm the authenticity of the communication. Do not rely on the information provided by the scammers. Report the incident. File a complaint with the National Cybercrime Reporting Portal https://cybercrime.gov.in or your local cybercrime cell. Provide as much detail as possible about the incident, including the scammer's contact information, any screenshots or recordings you may have, and the financial loss incurred or protect yourself. Be cautious of unsolicited calls and messages, especially those claiming to be from law enforcement agencies. Do not share personal information or financial details with anyone over the phone or online unless you are absolutely certain of their identity and the legitimacy of their request. Use strong passwords and enable two-factor authentication for your online accounts. Keep your software and antivirus programs up to date. Remember, real law enforcement agencies will never ask for payments or personal information of